It is a warm welcome to you viewers. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch. My name is Onisisa Sivanda. The Zimbabwe Public Police is deeply saddened by the lives that were lost in Chitungwiza road traffic accident that happened this past week. We spoke to the Zimbabwe Public Police spokesperson about this accident at the Police General Headquarters.
The Zimbabwe Public Police firstly expresses condolences to the families of the victims who died during the fatal road traffic accident which occurred on the 22nd of July 2025 along Seke Road in Chitungwiza, when a haulage truck which was carrying goods earmarked for Zambia just went out of the road at Unyani Bridge after St. Mary's police station. It then hit two pedestrians who were walking on the island. That is a woman and a man, and they died on the spot. It went on to collide with a Kombi, a Nissan Caravan, which was traveling towards Chitungwiza, and they had 17 passengers. 15 died on the spot. And so far, the police can confirm that of the 17 victims, 10 were women, 7 were men. We are appealing to drivers and vehicle owners, whether it's a family car, a company car, or a privately owned vehicle, to make sure that vehicles are checked and certified fit to be traveling from one point to another. Because as we speak, during the preliminary investigations, people are coming up with all sorts of insinuations, with all sorts of conclusions. But we want to say, please let us wait for the official police investigations. And also, that for public service vehicle operators, the police have always said this: they must also contribute towards road safety by ensuring that a vehicle certified to carry 15 passengers should carry 15 passengers. This will also assist when we have mishaps like what happened on the 22nd of July 2025. And also, we want to caution individuals or groups who are putting up information on social media platforms. Some of the information is now bordering on interfering with the police investigations. Some of it is now also bordering on trying to interfere with the identification and the security of families, where information which is not verified, where information which is very alarming is now posted by certain individuals who think that they are doing good, yet in actual fact they are not.
The names of the 17 victims were identified by their next of kin are as follows: Tatenda Celia, aged 25, Wishbi Nganima, aged 19, Letwin Wingwiri, aged 52, Frederick Jumo, aged 39, Chantel Jerry, aged 3, Rainford Jerry, aged 29, Prodigas Mugeri, aged 37, Tatenda Dokwani, aged 25, Samantha Taderera, aged 27, Sheila Nemasango, aged 58, Samantha Nyangani, aged 32, Emma Matare, aged 32, Joshua Gutsa, aged 7, Perpetua Kura, aged 35, Anyway Makuduru, aged 26, Talent Wingwiri, aged 18, and Mary Nyambiri, aged 63. It is sad to note that lives lost cannot be recovered. The two vehicles involved in the Chitungwiza fatal accident, that is, the truck and commuter omnibus, were insured. Insurance cover can help alleviate the burden that comes with unfortunate incidents such as road traffic accidents. We spoke to Ringisai Batia, the Public Relations and Marketing Manager of Insurance Council of Zimbabwe, about this and more.
Following the Chitungwiza Manyame Bridge accident, the Insurance Council of Zimbabwe activated insurance cover for both vehicles that were involved in the accident. The lorry was covered under the COMESA Yellow Card, which is a third-party motor insurance, and the minibus was compliant with the insurance provisions on the Road Act. It had both the public passenger insurance and the third-party motor insurance. So it's enabled us to engage our service providers to take the bodies and provide the funeral services in line with the policy. So we have also been working with the families of the deceased so that they have access to all the benefits that are provided in the policy. At the moment, what they have been able to access is the funeral benefits. Following the burial of the deceased, they shall also be processing the death benefits that come along with the policy. We are encouraging public service vehicle operators, commercial vehicle operators, to be compliant with insurance provisions in the Road Act. This enables victims to be provided with the necessary assistance whenever there is an accident. We are encouraging the public to use compliant public service vehicles that have the public passenger insurance as well as the motor insurance as required by the Road Traffic Act. This enables us to activate insurance compensations on time and alleviate the burden that befalls victims of road traffic accidents. The Insurance Council of Zimbabwe has also gone further to set up a call center which is accessible from both Econet and Net1 under the toll-free number 591. Under our call center, we provide emergency response services as well as assistance to quickly submit claims so that victims and beneficiaries access insurance compensation on time. If we work together with all the stakeholders, we are then able to ensure that insurance compensation is provided to all victims, and this removes the burden of government in terms of coming in with the packages that they normally provide so that deceased involved in car accidents are buried or the injured are treated.
With that story, we'll take a short break. Join us in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. We're in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Thank you for staying with us. On this week's Road Safety segment, let us join Elliot Kuzai-Kanyani at the Road Safety Indaba recently held by the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development.
It is road safety and it is everyone's responsibility. To spearhead this mantra is the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development, who recently held a program on National Road Safety Indaba this past Wednesday, the 23rd of July 2025 in Harare. The Minister of Transport and Infrastructural Development, Honorable Felix T. Mona, presided over this meeting as the guest of honor. We managed to speak to him on the sidelines of this meeting.
Kumhuri yeZimbabwe nematambudziko enjodzi yakatiwira muna Seke Road zvinova zvinhu zvinosuwisa, asi nchiti kune vose vakashakirwa nehama dzavo nevadiwa vavo dai vanyaradzwa uyezve mweya yevakapfuura izorore murugare. Tinotenda zvikuru kuti nhasi taungana tine vemapazi akasiyana siyana vanova varidzi vemakombi, vanova vanotyaira makombi edu vari pano, zvakare vanotyaira mabhazi, vane varidzi vemabhazi vari pano. Itsika yedu kuti tinoungana tichitsvaga pfungwa dzavo, tinzwe kuti tingaite sei kuti tive tinochengetedza upenyu mumugwagwa. Saka nhasi bazi ramaona richimisikidza chiitikwa ichi zvinoreva kuti tine hanya. Vamwe vangati hongu kwaitika tsaona taungana, asi chirongwa changa chakamisikidzwa nechekare kuti tinge tisangana nhasi. Saka muchanzwa pfungwa dzichabuda muvanhu dzinova idzo dzatinotakura kuti timisikidze mitemo yatinoona kuti patinenge taakubuda kupinda mugwagwa tinge chifamba zvakanaka. Sehurumende yenyika yedu yeZimbabwe tine mutemo wakapinda kudare recabinet watikuda kumisikidza inova inonzi Road Accident Fund, zvichireva izvo kuti ndo homwe ichabatsira vanenge vashaya, ichabatsirawo zvakare vanenge vasara vachiriritira mhuri. Saka pari zvino anova pachirungu anonzi maprinciples akatenderwa necabinet. Iko zvino tava kuita inonzi draft bill richadzokera kudare recabinet, rabvako rinoenda kuparliament. Iko zvino homwe yenyika ndo inotakura mutoro kungave kuti kana tawirwa nenjodzi, kwete nyika chete asi kuti hama neshamwari dzinenge dzarasikirwa ndo dzadziri kuwana mutoro iyoyo. Saka ndinotenda kuti pachamisikidzwa mutemo uyu tichaona kuti zvicharerutsira mhuri dzeZimbabwe dzakati wandei dzadziri kusangana nedambudziko retsaona mumugwagwa medu. Asi chandoda ngorovedzera kumhuri yeZimbabwe ndechekuti patinofamba mumugwagwa tive nehanya kuti patinenge taakutyaira tisave kumirira vemutemo, asi pachezvedu tive nekuzvichengetedza patinofamba mumugwagwa. Ticharamba chirovedzera tichiona kuti tingaimisikidze sei ingave mutemo yemugwagwa tichishanda nebandiko reHome Affairs zvakare neMinistry of Transport kuti mugwagwa yedu inge ichifambika mune zvakanaka.
Among other stakeholders who attended this important occasion were representatives of the Minister of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage, Honorable Kazembe Kazembe, as well as a representative of the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution for Harare Metropolitan Province, that is Minister Charles Tawengwa.
This indaba commences under a very dark canopy of national grief following the unfortunate loss of precious lives at Manyame Bridge in St. Mary's, Chitungwiza. This accident is a stark reflection of the situation on our roads. From January 2024 to June 2024, a total of 25,968 accidents were recorded compared to 28,158 accidents during the same period this year. These alarming figures mirror a serious threat to citizens who on a daily basis have to contend with the sad possibility of losing their precious lives through road carnage. The fact that the road remains the primary means of moving people and goods makes the need to address safety a priority for the government.
Despite road safety education campaigns, the death toll is still unacceptably high. Therefore, the promotion of road safety cannot be overemphasized. As road safety champions, it is important that we develop and implement effective road safety initiatives, strategies, and plans. Similarly, it is also important to track and monitor progress in reducing road crashes by addressing the gaps identified in key road safety laws, infrastructure, vehicle standards, and access to post-crash care, etc.
The board chairperson, Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, Mr. Kura Sivanda, as well as the Chief Staff Officer, Electronic Traffic Management, that is Commissioner Gift Hlaviso, also gave their input at this indaba.
Road safety, in my principles, I know my pillars. Saka mumwe ane basa rake. Kana uri a safe road user is a pillar. Mira ipapo. Kana uri a safer vehicle. Make sure that the vehicle is licensed. Whatever is required is there. Kana uri a post crash. Make sure that they are taken from the scene in time. Each and every bus operator, one fleet yagakora, umono ane wreck. But I've never seen them buying ambulances. My customer, she sent my customer, on time.
As a ZRP, with the full support of our government, we are now moving in to adopt smart traffic management system. On the 17th of June 2025, the Ministry of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage was granted a cabinet approval for implementation of a homegrown smart traffic management system. The smart traffic management system is characterized by electronic monitoring of traffic behavior through cameras installed at carefully selected robot or non-robot controlled intersections and sections of the road or highways, etc. The cameras to be installed will be capable of taking note of all violations through the automatic number plate recognition system, which hitherto have been subject to manual traffic management operations.
Stakeholders who graced this occasion also added their voices on road safety. Let us hear them speak.
Associations to make sure that motor dzidats kutakurira saka chatinokumbira government ndechekuti pave ne-SI inofosa munhu wese kuti ajoin association.
As an organization, we don't allow operators to bring vehicles which are not compliant with the regulations of the government. For example, the certificate of fitness, the passenger insurance, and also other regulations which actually regulate drivers. For example, the defensive and the medical, and also the age limit and the experience.
Sudangokurudzira vatakuri vanova vatumirira kuti tisape pressure kuma drivers kuti takanonoka driver ngaafambe nyangwe pane jam ngatitedzei mutemo driver ngaatedze mutemo wemugwagwa afambe zvakanaka achindisa vanhu.
I think what is key is that the Honourable Minister has seen it fit to bring all the stakeholders today so that we remind each other of the various roles that we have to play every day, but also as we look towards the Heroes' holidays, so that each one of us takes responsibility. As we say always, road safety is my responsibility and it's yours too. So each stakeholder must now be reminded of the burden they carry in trying to keep our roads safe each and every day. But I want to appeal to the Zimbabweans, the drivers, the pedestrians, that while the officials, all these efforts are being made, at the end of the day, it is us as individuals that will make that final decision whether to overtake or not to overtake, whether to cross the road or not to cross the road.
As alluded to, road safety is a collective responsibility. We all need to play our part. Remember, there is no second chance. From that story, we are taking a short breather. Please do rejoin Onesisa Sivanda in the third and final segment.
We are in the third and final segment. The Zimbabwe Republic Police joined the world in commemorating International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking at an awareness campaign held in Mbare. The event also came on the background of the launch of a rehabilitation center by Angel of Hope Foundation, an initiative of the First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa. The Secretary for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Harare Metropolitan Province, Cosmas Chiringa, represented the guest of honor, Honorable Charles Tawengwa.
Substance abuse is a scourge that has plagued our communities for too long. It destroys lives, breaks families, and undermines our social fabric. As a community, we have a collective responsibility to protect our youth and other vulnerable members from the devastating effects of drug abuse. Our police service plays a vital role in combating drug trafficking and abuse. The fight against drugs cannot be won by the police alone. Isho ndo chokwadi. Hatikwanisi kurwisana nedenda iri tishingoitwa nemapolisi. We need the cooperation and support of the public to succeed. I call upon all citizens to take an active role in the fight against drugs. If you have information about drug trafficking or abuse, please feel free to come forward and share it with the authorities. As a community, we must provide our young people with the support and guidance they need to make informed choices about drug use. Let us work together to create a society that promotes healthy lifestyles and provides opportunities for youth life. In conclusion, let us stay together and say no to drugs and continue to build a safer, healthier, and more prosperous society for all.
This day is coming against the backdrop of the launch of the Drug Rehabilitation Center by the Angel of Foundation in Mbari, where you find that the initiative by the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Excellency Dr. Mnangagwa, is also dovetailing with the Zimbabwe Republic Police fight against drug and substance abuse in the country. And there is no better way than, coming on board in terms of ensuring that people who are involved in drug peddling, people who are even using drugs which have affected the youth, the old, they are rehabilitated. And as the Zimbabwe Public Police, we saw it fit to come to Mbari today and compliment what has been done by the First Lady by having a national awareness campaign. So we are saying, let us all come on board to join whatever efforts are being done by the government, so that we make sure that we have got responsible youths, we've got responsible adults in terms of safety, in terms of security and health.
As the Zimbabwe Republic Police, Harare Province in particular, we stand to benefit much more in terms of what has been launched here under the Angel of Hope Foundation, because the crime which is associated with the abuse of drugs and substances are going to be reduced significantly. We have a lot of crimes that come as a result of drug and substance abuse, like murder, DVA, further abuse like rapes and so forth. They were rampant in this area, and our expectation is that due to the launch of this rehabilitation center and the campaigns that we are going to do and continue to do in this area.
It is now time for people on the police wanted list. ZRP Nehanda is looking for Nyasha Ndlovu of house number 4345 Mkopa 17 Gweru for a case of murder. Butolezwe Moyo of 2716 Woodlands Phase 2 Gweru is wanted by ZRP Nehanda for a case of rape. Mbongeni Moyo of 10633 Mkopa 20 Gweru is wanted by ZRP Nehanda for a case of murder. If you have information that may assist in the location of any of those wanted persons, feel free to visit any nearest police establishment or contact us on the following details. Call us on our National Complaints Desk number 0242 703 631 or chat with us on our WhatsApp number 0712 800 197. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw or email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. You can also get in touch with us on our X platform at Police Zimbabwe or on our ZRP Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. You can watch all Crime and Road Safety Watch episodes on our ZRP YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. It has been a pleasure having you along. From me, Onesisa Sivanda, and the Crime and Road Safety Watch crew behind the scenes. See you next time.